Eva, can you chill with the licking yourself, please? I gotta tell the people my predictions. She fucking hates me right now. I am so tired. If you haven't already heard, the reason why I haven't been posting on YouTube as much or haven't been streaming on Twitch as much is because I am fighting in the next Creator Clash. Creator Clash 2, Electric Boogaloo. I have been training since fall of 2022. Training has been absolutely exhausting. I do 3 days of boxing and I do 3 days of strength training and I have a 1-day break. My diet has changed. I am not surprised that so many athletes and fitness bros have eating disorders because the diets that you have to consume to maintain certain physiques, and I'm just talking about like the outside of your body, okay? Taking creatine all the time cannot be good for you. That stuff makes my heart just go boom, 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 boom. I don't like it. So I'm not as swole as I wanted to be. I've had a lot of ups and downs, and I'm gonna talk about this. I'm gonna make a full-on video after my fight, but there have been so many ups and downs, and right now I'm feeling good, and now that we're a few weeks closer to the fight, I feel a little bit better about giving my predictions. So first up, we have Jack Manifold versus Dakota Olave. Jack is 5'9", Dakota is 5'9", okay, equal heights. Fight weight 135, that must be what they agreed to. Jack is a Leo and Dakota's a Scorpio. Cute. Okay, I don't know either of these men at all, so I'm just gonna guess. I want to say Jack, but Dakota's on the red side, which is my side. Okay, I'm just gonna pick one and I'm going with Jack. We're going with Jack. He's had more training time. That has to count for something. JAELARAY versus me. I feel like this should be very obvious, but clearly, I am betting on myself. I know what my training's been like. My coach, Grisha Todorov, has been insane. I'm sure you've probably seen the videos that I posted on my Instagram. He makes me plank on the floor, and he kicks me in the stomach. He makes me hang from poles, and he punches me in the stomach. Sometimes with boxing gloves, sometimes with his bare hand knuckles. He puts us through the ringer, and these days we're working out with him twice a day. I love him so much. So if you're in the LA area and you're looking for a personal trainer or a boxing coach, I highly recommend G-Way Fitness. To be honest, I'm not 5'2". I think they rounded up our heights. I'm 5'1", and I think JAELARAY is 5'3", so I think they're just saying 5'2" to even us out, just for full transparency. I think somebody just literally forgot. It's not a big deal. Okay, it says we're both 115 pounds. When I started this, I was hovering at 100. Sometimes I would be 98. Sometimes I would be 103, 104, maybe 105 on a constipated day. But 100 was my average. Jay, I believe her starting weight was around 130. And the goal was to meet in the middle at 115. So we are now at the end of March. I'm at my required goal weight. I don't know where Jay is. I really hope that she can meet me at our agreed weight so we can have the most equal fight possible. In my fight, I am aware I am the underdog. She's a little bit taller, she's a little bit heavier, and she has more athletic experience than me. So I'm gonna give her everything I've got. Dad versus AB. Oh, this is a tough one. Dad is 6 foot, AB is 6 foot. They're both fighting at about 170 pounds. I think Dad and Matt Watson gave us such a memorable experience last year. I don't think we're gonna get a similar experience this year. I think we're gonna see a lot more rounds this time. And the thing is, I know that AB has been working hard. He has been working so hard, but Dad is also a machine. He is a machine, and I don't even know if he's stopped training since the last Creator Clash. I don't know if AB has stopped training. I don't know. This one is so hard. I have to go with my gut, and the inside of my guts are surrounded by blood, and my blood is red. So I'm just gonna have to go with AB. I have to go with AB. We are on the same side of the ring. That has to count for something, right? This is not a jab at Dad at all. I think he's amazing, and I think it's extremely likely that he can beat AB. But for my predictions and for who I am rooting for, it's gotta be AB. This video is sponsored by Aura. Anyone can find anything on the internet, including your full legal name, your personal email, your home address, phone number, and even your relatives. This information is accessible because of data brokers who profit by selling your information to robocallers, telemarketers, spammers, and anyone else who wants to learn more about you. That's why I'm excited to tell you about today's sponsor, Aura. Aura will identify data brokers that are exposing your information and automatically submit to opt-out requests on your behalf. They'll even opt you out of junk mail and telemarketing lists. Aura also monitors your emails and passwords to see if they were involved in any data breaches. Aura's app also features a VPN, password manager, real-time credit and identity theft monitoring, internet parental controls, and protects your devices from malware. Aura has almost every internet safety tool you'll ever need, all inside one app. Let Aura do the hard work of keeping you safe online. Go to aura.com/Sabrina to get a 14-day free trial and see if any of your personal information has been leaked online. That's aura.com/Sabrina. Thank you, Aura, for sponsoring this video. LEONHART versus CRANKGAMEPLAYS, aka Ethan. So LEONHART is actually 5'10" and Crank is 5'8". He's 5'8", really? I thought he was... Maybe everybody just looks tall to me. They're both supposed to weigh in at 155 pounds, and this is an easy slam dunk. All respect to LEONHART, but I've gotta go with my boy Ethan. I gotta go with CRANKGAMEPLAYS. We share the same Bulgarian coach. He runs both of us through the ringer. I think Ethan spends a little bit more time with our coach than even I do. And remember, I see my coach 6 times a week. Ethan destroys my little head every single time I have to do drills or spar with him. And I am so grateful every single time. And it's because of Ethan that I changed the position for like where I hold my hands. Because, you know, fighters can hold that at your chin, your cheek, your head, blah, blah, blah. There are lots of like different little areas to like keep your hands up. I learn something every single time I get to do drills with Ethan. Gotta root for Ethan. MIKA versus Alana Pierce. This is extremely hard as well. MIKA and I shared the same coach, and I helped Alana get her newest coach, which is one of my coaches, not Grisha, but Christo. There's a lot of moving pieces in Creator Clash this year. They're both 5'9", and they're fighting at 165 pounds. Alana, I believe, had to come up in a lot of weight, and MIKA had to cut. And MIKA's transformation has been wild. Like, she looks like a genuine motherfucking Coke bottle. MIKA already looked gorgeous before, and now the fact that like she's got like that healthy, I'm strong and I know it glow to her. Alana is one of my great friends, and I also know how hard she's been working. And I know this because she hit me a few times when we were doing drills together about a month or 2 ago, and it made my arm hurt for a week. To be fair, I was also boxing for a few hours at that point. Alana definitely delivered the final blow to my arm that just went ow. I hate sparring with her because I love her so much, and we agreed to never do it again because we didn't want to do that to each other. This is another extremely tough one, but I gotta go with Alana. I also have her mouth guards, so remind me tomorrow to give them to her. ARIN Hansen versus Jarvis Johnson. ARIN Hansen is 6'2", Jarvis is 6'1". Both really tall guys, but I think if you count Jarvis's hair, I think he's got a couple inches up there. They're both in the heavyweight fight, fighting over 200 pounds. ARIN fought in the last Creator Clash, and I know that he has absolutely been training so much since the previous Creator Clash. I don't even know if he took a break. ARIN has been sparring since before I even bought my boxing gloves. I know how much time he's been putting into this. This is going to be one of the best fights of the night. I just know it. I feel it in my bones. Jarvis, another one of my great friends I've known for the last few years. He is actually being trained by Golden Gloves champion Michael Quick, who I also just adore. He is a fantastic coach, and I'd like to say that we're friends now at this point. He is just so freaking fast. He also just uses like a lot of positive reinforcement in his coaching style. Even just like the couple of days that I've had with him where he helped me with sparring, like I felt so supportive. So if Jarvis had a coach like that, I think he's gonna do extremely well, and that's why my money is on Jarvis Johnson this fight. Myth versus HUNDAR. They're both gonna weigh about 185 pounds. I don't really know Myth that well, but I did see him absolutely destroy at chess boxing. And I really liked his gloves. Hundar I also saw last year at the previous Creator Clash, and I've seen him spar because he also works with Coach Quick. So, I mean, I'm sure Myth is fantastic, but I gotta go with Hundar. I really have high hopes for him. I think he's gonna do really well, especially if he's being trained by Coach Michael Quick. HAYLEY Sharpe versus MARISHA Ray. So HAYLEY is 5'8" and MARISHA is only 5'6". I didn't realize that because again, I feel like she's a lot taller than me. I have sparred with MARISHA and that was one of the fights where my head hurt a little bit, and just between you and me, when she punched me in the stomach, I think I peed a little bit. I'm just saying, I think MARISHA has powers and she may or may not make you pee yourself in your fight. I don't want that to happen, but I'm just saying it's a possibility. And for that reason, I gotta pick MARISHA Ray. I'm just kidding. She's an excellent fighter from what I've seen. HAYLEY put up a really good fight against Minx too. That was such a good fight to watch. I must have watched it like 10 times just to like feel hyped and inspired for this year's Creator Clash, and they both did so good. But I do have to go with MARISHA Ray for this one. Chris Raygun versus, that's not public information yet. But here's the thing. No matter who Chris Raygun was going to fight in Creator Clash, 100% of my support was going to go to Chris. Because again, we share the same insane Bulgarian boxing coach. Steva, stop. Of course I'm gonna root for him. He's my boxing buddy. I'm not gonna not support my boxing buddy who has been with me through the thick and thin of boxing training. And this man has punched me in the face multiple times. Breaking news, Chris Raygun hits women. Just kidding, don't clip that. Michelle KHARE versus Andrea BOTEZ. So there is a little bit of a weight difference here. KHARE is the lighter weight and BOTEZ is a little bit heavier. I do believe they'll be within that 10 pounds so that way they can still legally fight each other. I don't know anything about Michelle KHARE other than the videos that I've seen on her Instagram of her working out. Her upper body strength is insane and clearly her cardio is very good considering that she like runs marathons for fun. People do that and they even pay to do it. Like they pay money to go run. You realize that running is free. You can just go outside and just do it and just go. Just blast. Gotta blast. Crazy. And then we have Andrea BOTEZ. Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize there's a 4-inch difference between them. Michelle KHARE is 5'2" and Andrea BOTEZ is 5'6". So not only is Andrea taller, but she is heavier. And we all saw Andrea box at chess boxing as well. I think a lot of people do really want to see her win this fight because chess boxing, it's in the name. She clearly won boxing, but she didn't win her chess match. And because of that, she lost her fight. A lot of people thought that she deserved the dub. I think she ended up getting it later, and I think she's gonna get another dub in Tampa as well. John Morrison versus HARLEY Morenstein. Oh my gosh, okay, so John is 6 foot, and HARLEY is 6'6", so he has a very clear advantage as we remember from last year. If you thought HARLEY looked big standing next to ARIN Hanson, John Morrison is 2 inches shorter than ARIN. They're both fighting at over 200 pounds, so heavyweight. I really like both of these guys. I don't even want to pick one. John Morrison let me have one of his extra headgears. Like it was still in the wrapping when he let me borrow it one time and I just kept it. So that was a nice little present. And then HARLEY, have you seen his before and after transformation with his body? Like dude is like slim and tapered down and he is cut. Meanwhile, John has been doing WWE for years. I really like the way HARLEY fights. I really like John Morrison too. Both such nice guys. Fuck. You know what? I'm gonna say it, and some people might not agree, but I'm gonna go with John Morrison. I'm gonna go with John Morrison, not only because he gave me headgear for free, but he's just a really good dude, and I've seen him spar as well. And have you seen his body? Like, he's been jacked for years. This is gonna be another memorable fight. It's gonna be a bloodbath. I can smell it in the water, and I'm so excited. I'm rooting for John. Last but not least, we got Alex WASSABI versus IDUBBBZ. Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize that Alex is a little bit shorter than Ian. So Alex is 5'11" and Ian is 6'1", so just a 2-inch difference. I think Alex has more boxing experience than Ian. I may be wrong, please don't quote me on that, but they're supposed to meet at about 168 pounds. I've met Alex Wasabi. There was one day I've seen him spar. There was one day where I needed help with my wraps and he wrapped my hands for me. That was so nice. I also adore Ian. I loved his fight with Dr. Mike, and I was a fan of Dr. Mike during that time too, so that one was also hard to pick, like who to root for. I really want to see him come in and just give us an ultimate fight with Alex Wasabi. It's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so good. Who was it that couldn't make it? Rice Gum or something? What an absolute little piece of weenie. What a little salchicha. I love Ian. I have so much respect for him. I love the person that he is. Coming from somebody who has met him and talked to him in real life, I know that he is a good person, and he's going to continue to be a good person in the future. And I know she's not on the card or anything, but I just gotta say, I love ANISA. I love her so much. She has been so good to all of us fighters this entire time. I could go on about ANISA forever. I love her so much, but I won't, because this, you know, this is about fighter predictions or whatever. But God, I would have loved to see an ANISA fight. Damn you, concussions. Okay, enough talking about all the people that I love there. So hopefully I see you in Tampa, Florida on April 15th at the AMELINA Arena. If not, please, please, please watch on pay-per-view. We're supporting a lot of charities, and that is the most important thing of the night. Isn't that right, my little lady? Well, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in... Why is she looking at me like this? We'll see you in Florida. Bye!